Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another unboxing and review, and today, from the Good Smile Company and Max Factory, we are featuring the EX Ride Yaiba Kusanagi. It's the iconic motorcycle from the video game Cyberpunk 2077. Alright, so this thing is beautiful. The box alone is amazing. They really capture the graphic design sensibility of the game with the stark contrast between the yellow and the black and the red. It looks, I don't know, the box is beautiful, the motorcycle is beautiful, the presentation is excellent. You know, you can't help but look at this thing and say, you know what, I need this in my collection. It is fantastic. It just looks amazing. Just look at that. So this is made to accompany the Figma designed V action figure, which we see right here. One of the big reasons why I got this is because, as you'll remember, maybe like a year or two ago, McFarlane Toys gave us this. This is the V action figure from McFarlane's Cyberpunk 2077 action figure line. I kind of felt it was such a missed opportunity that McFarlane didn't give us the motorcycle. And even though this figure is a different scale than the motorcycle, I kind of felt like I really wanted this motorcycle anyways, just to accompany this for a display piece. The Figma action figure that you see right here, this figure is not the McFarlane figure. This is Figma Cyberpunk V action figure. The Figma action figures are a smaller scale than the McFarlane stuff. The McFarlane action figures, they kind of fall somewhere between a 1/10th scale action figure and a 1/12th scale action figure. I want to say the McFarlane figures are roughly maybe like a 7-inch scale sized action figure, whereas the Figma one is a lot smaller. I think a Figma action figure is kind of comparable to maybe like a Figure Arts action figure. Figma figures, much like Bandai's SH Figure Arts, they're highly articulated, really detailed. And, you know, this motorcycle is made for the Figma figure, not the McFarlane one. But that didn't stop me from buying this because, like I said, I wanted this to be a display piece to put alongside my McFarlane V action figure. And let's get to it. All right, so here's the bike up close as seen on the package. They kind of highlight all the different details. You know, there's a nice 3/4 view, a nice view of the back of the bike, some pulled back shots, and then here's the bike with the Figma action figure. As you can see, the Figma figure, it's different than the McFarlane one. Darker shade of brown for the coat, heavier stubble on the face, smaller figure overall. And let's take this thing out. I really want to check this out. I'm very excited for this. All right, let's open it. I'm not sure how or where I'm supposed to open it from. Let's open it from the bottom. Did I do this right? Okay. All right, I don't want to trash the box. I might want to hold on to this. And then there's this plastic wrap over it to protect it while it's in the box. Man, this thing is surprisingly light too. For a second I thought this might have been like die cast. I don't know why I would think that, but it's surprisingly light. Don't want to ruin this. It doesn't appear to be. Oh, there's some. There's something on the tape to the back of this. Oh, okay. So it looks like there's maybe like an instruction manual highlighting where you could apply these additional stickers. If you remember the in-game model in the video game, the bike was tricked out with more stickers. It's kind of like Kaneda's bike in Akira, you know, how it kind of had like all the stickers on it. But for me, I think the bike looks pretty cool without them. I don't want to, and I'm kind of OCD. I know if I try putting the stickers on, I'm going to do it wrong. So I'm just going to leave the stickers on the sheet as they are. And then let's take a look at this. Oh, man, this is sweet. It's not that it feels fragile, but it definitely doesn't feel like something you just like toss around. You know, for example, if you've handled the G.I. Joe Classified Series motorcycles by Hasbro, those feel like toys. This feels like a cross between a model kit and a toy. The wheels and tires have some weight to them, but then once you start feeling around, you know, the plastic, you know, like the fairings and the body of the bike, it feels like the plastic material, it's not like that really durable like toy plastic. And the detailing on this is amazing. Just look at that. I love how the axle it's kind of like painted with like a metallic blue. It almost takes on the appearance of it glowing. Incredible amount of detail just on the tires alone. You know, they have the logos and, you know, printed on it. And then you have a nice gradient pattern right here. Just kind of done with like a halftone screen. There's a tread on the tires also. It's really well done. Nice. These feel kind of like a rubbery material. The Yaiba logo on the engine. Caution on the exhaust. X400 on the lower fairing. Beautiful bike. I love it has this really rich glossy shade of red in certain areas. There's the handlebar with the grips. There's... Oh, whoa. Does this come off? I think the windscreen might come off. Oh, yeah, it does. Wow, that's crazy. So the windscreen can come off for whatever reason. I have no idea why. Let's place it back. But man, look at those. Look at the detail on this. Man, this is such a beautiful, beautiful bike. If you're into like action figure photography, this thing is like a show stealer. It's so photogenic. It wants to be photographed. I mean, the way the light comes off of the body of the bike, and you know, it just screams, you know, take a photo of me, videotape me, do something. I love the shade of red. You know, as you can see, like as I turn the bike, the red just has a way of like, it's almost like iridescent in some areas, like how it transitions from almost like a red to a gold. Beautiful bike. Look at that. That thing's amazing. Size-wise, let's get a measurement on this. This thing is about 9 inches long exactly. At its highest point, it looks like it's going to be maybe almost 3 3/4 tall. Now, the important question is, how does it scale next to the McFarlane V figure? Like I said earlier, the bike here is actually scaled for a Figma figure, which is, I'd say, more or less about the same size as an SH Figure Arts. I think there's a kickstand here. Does it move? I don't know. I don't want to force it. Well, if this, I don't know. If this kickstand's meant to move, mine's not moving. Yeah, I don't want to force it. All right, because I did check out like a brief review of this a while back. I think that's what partially sold me on this. And I think the kickstand right here moves, but I don't know if mine does. I don't want to force it. It's like I said, this feels like a very fragile plastic. It's not like that durable kind of plastic that you play with. Here's a comparison next to the McFarlane V. Let's get this into focus. All right, my camera doesn't want to focus on either of them. Doesn't really know what to focus on. I think that's the issue. All right, there you go. So this gives you an idea. The scale isn't too bad, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, it does seem a little bit small, but you know, I don't think people are going to care one way or the other. It's such a beautiful looking bike. Now, the important thing is, could we get the McFarlane figure to fit on here? Now, the McFarlane figure, even though, you know, McFarlane figures have a lot of articulation, doesn't necessarily mean they're the most posable things. How are we going to do this? All right, I'm just trying to see if I can adjust the legs so I can. I have a feeling this isn't going to work, but I got to give it a shot anyways, just to see for myself. All right, got that. Whoa. Oh, the handle. All right, so the handlebars are articulated. They turn, but the wheel doesn't turn with it. Go figure. Oh man, it does feel kind of fragile. It doesn't feel like the kind of thing you want to like force into position. Yeah, as you can see, the bike is too small for the McFarlane figure. You know, here are the foot pedals, and I don't think there's a way for me to get the legs up that high. Yeah, McFarlane figures, they're not the greatest figures for articulation. I've said this before. Or at least posability. They have the articulation, but the posability isn't really there. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to get this on for it to, like, work and make it look, you know, like it's a comfy fit. And I don't want to scratch up the paint on this thing. I guess that kind of puts an end to this, but I mean, it kind of works, kind of doesn't. I guess it just depends. You know, it looks cool though. It looks really cool. Okay, let's try this. I should have brought a figure arts figure, but I forgot to. All right, we're going to bring out good old Marvel Legends X-Men Darwin. This is the newer body. And since this guy doesn't have any like cape or body armor, it's not going to like hinder his movement. The only bad thing is he doesn't have the right hands. He just has these fists. He doesn't have opened hands, but a lot more posable than the McFarlane figure. And we'll see. This is a smaller scale too. This guy might fit a little bit better. Or at least that's what I'm hoping. Yeah, it's a much better fit. Yeah, so this bike is like almost perfect for a Marvel Legends figure. Look at that. That looks cool. This is really, really awesome. All right, yeah, let's wrap this one up. So is this worth the purchase? All right, so I paid a pretty penny for this, and when I say a pretty penny, I think I paid upwards to like 80 bucks for this thing right here, which is a lot. But, you know, like I said, I'm a fan of the game. I'm a fan of all things Cyberpunk. And for me, I really wanted this as a display piece to put alongside V. The Figma figure also is kind of hard to come by. And I was combing around eBay, and the Figma figure of V goes for like 100 bucks. and that's a lot of money too. So you don't really have too many other options, I think, when it comes to this. You either buy the official one, what I'm holding right here. There's I think a 1/6 scale motorcycle, which comes bundled, I think, with a figure. I forgot which company makes that, and that goes for like, God, I think like $500 or $600. But man, this is really, really something. All right, let's wrap this up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.